Imagine being told your whole life you're just average. That was Daniel Carter. By 23, he was broke, sleeping on a couch, stuck at a gas station job. Then, one random night, someone walked in and said just 12 words that flipped his entire life. From that moment, Daniel went from excuses to action. He failed, got laughed at, and almost gave up, until one small win proved he could rewrite his future. Today, that average kid runs a multi-million-dollar company, and what he learned could change your life, too. Daniel Carter grew up in a small town in Ohio. His family didn't have much, but they had enough to get by. His father worked long shifts at a factory, and his mother cleaned houses. Daniel was a quiet kid, often told by teachers that he was average and would probably never stand out. Deep down, those words stuck with him, and for years, he carried the weight of being underestimated. After high school, Daniel tried college, but dropped out within a year. He was lost, broke, and stuck in a cycle of dead-end jobs. At 23, he was working nights at a gas station, sleeping on a worn-out couch in his friend's apartment. He often looked at himself in the mirror and asked, "Is this really all I'm meant for?" One night, during a quiet shift, a man walked in wearing a suit. He bought a coffee and struck up a conversation. That man turned out to be a local business owner who had built his company from nothing. Before leaving, he said one sentence that Daniel would never forget. The difference between staying stuck and moving forward is deciding you're worth more than your excuses. Those words lit something inside Daniel. He went home, grabbed a notebook, and wrote down every excuse he had been living behind. No money, no college degree, no connections. Then, he tore the page out and promised himself that those excuses would never define him again. Daniel started small. He woke up early every morning, jogged around the block, and read books about personal development and entrepreneurship. He watched hours of free lectures online, determined to educate himself. At night after his shift, he worked on learning digital marketing. He didn't have a fancy laptop, just an old one with a cracked screen, but he made it work. His first online project failed. So did his second. Friends told him to stop wasting time, but Daniel refused to quit. After months of trial and error, he finally found a client who paid him $100 for running a small online campaign. That $100 felt like $1 million. It wasn't about the money. It was proof that he could create something of value. Over the next 2 years, Daniel built his skills and reputation. He went from freelancing in coffee shops to running a small agency from his apartment. By 27, he had multiple clients across the US. He upgraded from the couch to his own apartment, then to a small office. But success wasn't just about money for Daniel. He remembered the feeling of being average, of being counted out before even trying. So, he started mentoring local teens, telling them what no one had told him. You're capable of more than you believe. Today, Daniel Carter is the founder of a multi-million-dollar digital marketing company. He's spoken on stages across the country, inspiring others with his journey from gas station clerk to CEO. Yet he remains humble. He often says, "The real success isn't the money or the office. It's proving to yourself that your story doesn't have to end where it started." Daniel's life is a reminder that success isn't reserved for the smartest, the richest, or the luckiest. It belongs to those who decide they will not give up. From the outside, it looked impossible. But Daniel showed that with discipline, resilience, and belief, you can rewrite your future. So whenever you feel stuck or hear that voice telling you that you're average, remember Daniel Carter, the kid from Ohio who decided his excuses were no longer welcome in his life. And maybe, just maybe, it's time to decide the same for yourself. Your excuses don't define you. Your choices do. Subscribe now and start rewriting your story today.